Hello everyone, Pete here. I set up this YouTube channel to see if I could sell some copies of my books. I'm a writer who's generally self-published. I've written 4 books. The first book was a historical nonfiction biography of a ship, a 19th century sailing ship, published by University of Alabama Press. But since then, I've been publishing on my own on an imprint that I created called Longitudes Press. And it's always a difficult proposition to get the word out about one's own work. So I thought this YouTube channel might do just that, get the word out, maybe sell a few copies of my books. Not that I'm into making money, but I don't like writing in a vacuum like anybody, and I would like people to read my stuff. So here I am. What I'd like to do in the future is discuss my other books, give a little bit of plot background, as well as give a little background on myself, and then maybe open this thing up to a general kind of reading, writing, literature forum where people can chime in and give their thoughts, their favorite books, authors, whatever, writing tips. Keep it somewhat general, but related to books, writing, literature. Anyway, for right now, I want to concentrate on the book that I published a few weeks ago on Longitudes Press. It's the second in my series of books featuring a private detective named Nick Montaigne. The book, as you can see, is called The Shades Dripped Red, a Nick Montaigne mystery. And I really love the artwork here that my artist did. It's really professional. A lot of people use these Amazon Kindle artwork creators, but I hired this gentleman. He lives in Greece. His name is Alex Saskalitis, and he did my previous book as well, Black Jackknife, which I'll talk about next time. But I think he did a great job here. As you can see, there are some clues as to what's going on in the book. There's a suburban ranch home. We've got a slide rule up here with a little spot of blood. There's some Chinese characters. I wonder what those say. And then in the background, there's a sort of blueprint type scheme. So I really do love the artwork, and hopefully the interior of the book is just as good as the artwork that Alex created, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Anyway, a little bit of background on the book. This book concerns an unsolved double homicide that occurred in my old hometown in north central Ohio. I didn't find out about the crime until 2013, I believe. I was running through my old neighborhood while visiting my mother, and I got to talking with a resident, and he told me about this horrific crime, this double homicide of a low-profile, easygoing, middle-aged professional couple who were killed for no apparent reason one Saturday night. It was the night before Easter, and there didn't seem to be any motive to the crime. Neighbors saw no one in the vicinity of their house that day. There was no evidence, no DNA or anything to help identify the killer or killers. It was a complete mystery, and it's remained so for about 28 years now. And initially, what I wanted to do was write a true crime based on the circumstances of the case. But I learned that the police department, the local police, would not divulge any information if the case was officially still on the books, which it is. So my next thought was, hey, this is great, because I already wrote a book, Black Jackknife, which created these 2 fictional detectives based in Atlanta, Georgia. Why don't I take these guys and assign them the case, have them head up to Ohio, poke around a little bit, interview people, and eventually solve the case. So that's what I did with The Shades Dripped Red. Anyway, during their time, I'll give a little bit of background. I don't want to give too much away, but during Nick and Vern's time in the town of Springfield, they meet a crusading local reporter who tries to help them. But it turns out that he has a few issues and things get sticky. In addition to that, my hero, Nick, has a womanizing problem, if you want to call it a problem. So things get dicey with him as well. Anyway, the twosome, they get to know Springbrook citizens very well, and it's during the height of the coronavirus pandemic, so that adds another angle to things, as do espionage and the military-industrial complex. So I won't give too much away. I'll just say in a nutshell, if you like suspense, intrigue, red herrings, cliffhangers, if you like eccentric characters with a dash of sex, medium-steam sex, always a good thing, and an even heavier dash of humor, I think you'll like The Shades Dripped Red. It's available on Amazon, KDP. The paperback copy is, I believe, $14.99. The Kindle is $4.99. The paperback is $14.95. I apologize. Kindle $4.99. And it's also available through Ingram Spark, which is a distributing service that I'm using that sends books out to what are called in the business brick and mortar stores, bookstores essentially. So if you want to get the book through your local bookstore, that's possible as well. Anyway, please grab a copy of The Shades Dripped Red. If you like mysteries, if you like humorous, kind of laid back type crime fiction stories with interesting characters and a dash of literariness, if that's a word, I think you'll like this book. And please, if you do purchase it and like it, leave a comment either here on YouTube or Amazon or Goodreads, because those things really help. They really help with sales, so I would really appreciate that. I don't like writing in a vacuum. I'm not into making money, although it would be nice to break even with this book. I'm more interested in getting it out in front of people so they can enjoy a good read. Anyway, that's about it. I'll be back next time to discuss my previous Nick Montaigne mystery. It's called Black Jackknife, and it received great reviews from both Publishers Weekly and Midwest Book Review, and I'm hoping for the same for The Shades Dripped Red, but we'll see. Okay, till next time, thank you, and take it and run with it.